Lined up as if they're coming after him, and they do. And he's escaping from the 18-yard line. How in the world did that happen? First down out to the 44-yard line.
I got issues and chips on both of my shoulders. Reputation precedes me, and rumors are needy. The truth is it's easier to ignore it, believe me.
Hello, this is Adam Jr. with Systematic Front, and this is going to be a breakdown of the running playbook in Madden Mobile 18. It's no secret that I prefer to pass, however running does have some strong upside to it and some really good options I'd like to talk about. For the most part, the running mechanics are pretty simplified, so outside of some general tips like trucking and stiff arming, there's really not a lot to the running game outside of just knowing what plays to call in what situations. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and talk about situational play calling from a runner's perspective and go from there. So we're going to have first through fourth down plays and then also goal line plays that we'll talk about once again. So on first down, the best plays to call are going to be weak eye halfback gut, strong eye halfback blast, halfback dive weak, and weak eye double counter. The reason I like these plays the most is because they do really well against either a base 4-3 or base 3-4 formation, and so you can pick up a bunch of yards on first down, which is generally the philosophy I try to go by. Some other decently good plays for first down would be plays like strong eye halfback toss, trips tight end halfback counter, and trips halfback stretch. These plays also are pretty good against base formation, but I think that they do better in different situations against different formations, and so you don't want to use them too early, where then they're not available later on without having to risk a frequency counter. Moving on to second down, you still can call your first down plays because you're likely still going to get base formation, but really there are certain run plays though that will give you a nickel or dime formation on second down that do really well against nickel or dime. So because of that unique advantage, on second down, I would opt for a play like trips tight end halfback counter, bunch halfback dive, or trips halfback stretch here. Trips halfback stretch won't give you nickel or dime as often as the other plays will, but it is uniquely effective against the 3-4 defense, so I wouldn't mind calling it on second down against the 3-4 team. Your third down play calling is going to depend on whether it's a third and long or third and short, let's say third and 4 or less. With third or 4 and less, you'll probably still see base formation, so really you're going to get stuck back into recycling your first down plays. If it's a third and 3 or less, then I think fullback dive makes a lot of sense there because you still won't trigger goal line defense, and it's an easy way to keep the chains moving. With third and 5 or third and 6, you might see base formation and you might see nickel or dime. It's really unknown, so you could call your base first down plays, which would do pretty well against any one of those situations, or you could go ahead and opt to your more specialized second down plays and significantly increase the chances of getting a favorable nickel or dime formation. Against third and 7 or more, you're pretty much guaranteed to see nickel or dime, and pretty much any run play that we've talked about is going to do well in this situation. But it's also going to open up the playbook that's going to allow you to call some plays that wouldn't otherwise be effective, and those are going to be my first choice in that situation because they're specialized exactly for it. My favorite example here is going to be halfback cutback, which no one ever counters, no one ever uses, but the play is deadly against nickel or dime. Fourth down is going to play very similarly to third down, so for the most part your play calling is going to be the same. The differences that I'll point out though is that if you have a 4th and 2 or less, then that's when the defense is going to come out in goal line. The best run play here is going to be strong eye halfback toss, because it does a great job of beating the defense around the corner where you're able to get a solid gain and can even beat critical counters. A lot of people like fullback dive here, but fullback dive isn't as strong against goal line defense as it is otherwise, so I really prefer to use each play to its greatest strength, and that's not what fullback dive is here. Third or fourth and long is also a time where some trick plays like fullback fake halfback toss and motion QB draw actually do surprisingly well, and if you're going to pull off a trick play, you may as well do it on fourth and long. Finally, there's goal line defense, which in addition to seeing on 4th and 2 or less, you'll also see on any down if you're within the 6-yard line. From a runner's perspective, the best way to get around this is to start calling your second down plays, meaning trips tight end halfback counter and bunch halfback dive, so that you don't have to run against goal line defense, and it increases your chance of being able to get a score. So that's my breakdown on how to run the ball in Madden Mobile 18. I really hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.